Hey everyone, Charlie Delto back. It's late here, so I'm just going to make a quick video, but I got to get into this GameSpot thing. For those of you who don't know, I'm an accountant, 20 years, auditor, I've company secretary of listed companies, mergers and acquisitions, accounted for reverse takeovers, never done any hedge fund trading, but I've done a lot of that sort of stuff. I do have opinions on this. Number one, of course this fucking isn't financial advice. If you come to my channel to get financial advice, there's something wrong with you, but it isn't. Number two, yeah, I get the whole, excuse the puns, but the Robin Hood, take from the rich and give to the poor thing about this. Yeah, it feels nice. I get the tweets. This is affecting real people that have only got 3 votes when they could have had 4 and that sort of stuff. I understand that, but I do want to make my third point. Market manipulation shit. Don't get carried away. The whole reason capitalism, America, money, economy, the whole thing, the whole reason that works is that if you've got an idea, you can go to the market and you can get millions of dollars for your idea, and they give you the money and you're the director and they're the shareholders and they fuck off and they don't make any decisions except to replace you once a year, and you go and spend their money trying to make your idea big. And the reason they give you them money is because they trust you, and they trust you, but they also trust the market. And that means if there's company A that has 1,000,000 shares, company B that has 1,000,000 shares, and company C that has 1,000,000 shares, company A makes $1,000,000, company B makes $2,000,000, and company 3 makes $3,000,000, ceteris paribus, all other things being equal, you would expect them to trade at $1, $2, and $3 respectively. If that doesn't happen, the market is inefficient and people get out of the market because it's crazy. This idea of prices spiking and dropping artificially, and I get that it's the short sellers that are contributing to it too, but this means that if I go and list my company, my third company, put $1,000,000 on the market and say, hey guys, I reckon that I can make $4,000,000 profit next year, expecting to be able to promise to my shareholders that the shares will trade at $4, that's not possible in an inefficient marketplace. That means I can't attract investors because there's too much risk to it and they'll go put their money in bonds or property or some other thing. Market manipulation's shit. It undermines everyone's confidence in the markets, and it stops people from raising money in the marketplace. Now, maybe the huge big spike here, let me get the graph up. Look at that spectacular motherfucker. Look at that ton of volume. Now, I don't know if that volume's a handful of Reddit guys putting their stimulus checks in, or that's the short sellers having to close their position and buy shares at whatever the fuck they have to do. Otherwise, their stockbroker kills them, or whatever happens, or throws them off the building. But that's spectacular. But just take a look at some of the conversations. What was that one I had here? They are scared, so they are trying to scare us. They. If you compare this to the human realm, blah, 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 we will win, hold and buy. That does sound like some people that are trying to keep the price high, trying to make the price go higher for some reason other than their own personal gain from getting a high price. There was another one down here, somebody called Andrea, if I can find her, was saying something similar. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I am not selling these funds, wrote for the calls and shorter stock liquidating other positions. Don't get manipulated then. These shares are golden. And you should be able to name your own price. And I go to Twitter, you get stuff like this. They aren't sleeping tonight. Make them shake in their boots. It does sound like this isn't people. Admittedly, it's a MAGA hat fucking Twitter account. I'll leave it there because I'm, like I say, I'm tired. And I do think it's kind of cool. But market manipulation's shit. It underrides everyone's value, and it just makes the whole market lack confidence, get scattery. It makes it harder to attract my own par investors in. They're still getting the exact same return on their shares, but there's just more risk. I'll leave it there. I can't wait to wake up and see what the markets are doing, especially on these 1 or 2 shares. But thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.